Hey George, Daphne here. Thank you for sending in your essay. And yeah, I'm so sorry your exam's cancelled. And what a bore this whole thing is. It's so frustrating for everybody. I really feel for you because you're writing so well. You want to take your exam, you want to move on, and you are just stopped the whole time. Um, Tell me, where are you? I kind of thought maybe you were in Spain, but maybe not. Um, Tell me where you are and tell me why you are doing this exam. Um, that'd be great to know. But hey, let's go with this one. So we're comparing three pie charts. It's a lot of information to do in like one short kind of space. But the pie chart represents the income distribution during 2014, three countries among six services or industry activities. Um, yes, very nice, good start. In each country, there was one category that represented slightly more than half. You can't represent slightly half. You have to represent slightly more than or slightly less than. Or if you don't use the word slightly, you could go approximately. Approximately. Okay. So that might be better here, but either. So basically one or the other, but you don't need both, obviously. Of income being those being. So the those, because that's your subject, needs to come here. Those being agriculture, yeah, very nice start. In Jim's land, country, comma, two categories provided. Now, because you're 2014, go past tense here. Nearly three quarters of total income. Meanwhile, in the other two, four activities, then comma there, and the other two, four activities added past tense up to roughly 15%. Very nice, good. That's a really nice, clean description. Good work there. The biggest and smallest. Now, I looked at this, and when you're talking about money, you can't really go biggest. You have to go the largest and least, which would be quite good. So I'd go the largest and least income. Okay. Um, so we talk about a large income, not a big income, really. And this is slightly, obviously, you can see sort of higher level English. The largest and least income among the countries was presented. Presented? Yeah, maybe registered. It's quite a useful word. Or witnessed. Make a note of both those because they're quite useful for these kind of task ones. You can use them in lots of different topics. With 90,000 for services in the format and 3,000 for well done. Natural source represent. Oh, you've got it. Oh, you've got represented. Yeah. The least income in all countries. Okay, I've used least. You could use. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Let's go. Aha! You've got me now. The least income. Uh, Less significant. Income in all countries. Well, you might have to go to the least significant. Whereas there was not. Uh, Whereas there was not one. I think you have to put not one dominant type for the highest, being those different. Are again those being, but you've had those being already because why don't you use a relative clause which differ as a verb in each case? Okay, that would be quite tidy going into a relative clause there. This is very, very good, George, and I really like this a lot. Very strong answer, very nicely, very clear, obviously, so your coherence is excellent, but also your language structures are very good as well. Overall, um, there were okay, maybe individual activities rather than there were that dominated the income within countries. Numbers corresponding to almost half total income reported. That was the least income, while dominant category was not clearly identified. Okay, so I would put there were various activities or a range of activities that dominated the income within all three countries with numbers. Okay, now personally, we've probably talked about this before, I like this to come here because for me, it's more like an intro. This is what it is. Here's the overall, here's the the overview, and then you're going to get me into the detail. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Lots of people agree, disagree. We talk about it as a team. We talk about this a lot. But personally, I like it up there. But that's a very nice answer. Good work. So do you think it is better for students to work before uni? Why? Share reasons and specific examples to support your choice. So in recent years, there's been an important and significant increase among young people in the preference of working after the end of school education and before joining a university or college program. Okay, very nice start. Important and significant increase among young people either in their preference or who prefer. Or who tend to prefer, and then working. Okay, that's an alternative. Who tend to prefer working, or their preference, because it's specifically referring back to them. But nice start. This tendency, or this trend even, and its consequences have been analysed and debated by, so we analyse by parents, unis, and even government institutions. And I would stop there because that is quite, I know I like long sentences, but that's an important sentence, this one. And then here, personally, comma, I consider a life-changing experience. So you consider it life-changing experience to work before. Okay, so you're saying you like it, yeah? This actually presents arguments, examples from, yeah. Oh, well done. Now, to show arguments weighing the benefits or negative effects of, so an effect of or on, okay? But that's a very, very nice intro, George. Really, really good work there. Very, really nice. Reading well. I'm interested. I want to know what you're going to say. So, and you're showing me task achievement. You absolutely understand the question. You're going to answer it. On one hand, being part of the market. Now, which market? Jobs market? So, on the one hand, being part of the jobs market, so add that in there, brings place. Jobs. Sorry, I'd actually just go jobs market. Actually, I don't think you need that. Brings the opportunity to broaden cultural background and reinforce people's empathy, especially among young ones. Yet, there are drawbacks to working before joining university. Oh, hang on, this sentence is getting complicated. Broaden cultural background and reinforce people's empathy, especially among young adults. Not young ones is almost like you're talking about children, young ones. What I want you to do here, George, is surely develop this. Yeah? So don't give me the drawbacks at the moment. If you want to use this sort of structure, let's put it in red, it would have to go at the beginning of your paragraph. Yeah? So although there are drawbacks, not yet, you'd have to use although. Although there are drawbacks to working before university, the positive effects cannot be underestimated, and then go being part of the jobs market. So you'd have to take out that. Okay, but it's best if you're going to do this concession. It's a lovely thing to do, but do it at the beginning of the paragraph. But I'm going to show you another way because you don't need it there because this is the positive side. So give me the positive side. So we'll just hold that for a minute. So, but I want you to develop this sentence here. So a recent article presented the results of research, highlighting the struggles to find their first job, and The outcomes showed that those who worked before uni education were hired in the next 2 months after graduation, whereas students that went directly had to wait almost double that time. Very good point, lovely argument. Consequently, yeah, that really works well. Brilliant. Now, here, although there are many benefits, if you want to do the concession, you could do it here. For me, this is the most natural place. So here, although, and you'd have to turn it round, although working before university allows students to make contacts and gain experience, comma, the negatives negative should not be underestimated, or the drawback should not be underestimated. So you could put that in there. Or, although you can make contacts, postponing the beginning of the university could be a downside. And I would say could, not would, there definitely. Could be a downside for younger students due to the increment in the risk of never coming back to academic life. Yes, very nice. A US Uni Association surveyed nearly 500,000 young American capital letter workers, finding out that about half of them started working school graduation. Working school graduation. What does that mean? With the idea of applying for college or uni in the following months, or working after. But after a couple of weeks, too casual. But later, just put later, their priorities have changed to buying a car, a home, or even taking international, or even embarking on international travel. Therefore, yes, rather than keeping on using this word drawbacks, could showed, maybe had, was not beneficial, something had, or not always or advised, would also work. I firmly believe that to have job experience, not a job, it's to have experience is like plural before joining a university. What about it? Because it's weird. Yes, you're right. It should be at an because it's a vowel, but actually it's not. Do you know what? I don't know why, but it just isn't. Or college brings up benefits here, don't do this. Tell me what. Okay, allows, or this whole thing, build experience. Don't go benefits. This is a little bit empty. You need to tell me what. Go back to this. Next generation still choose to work for instance in more proportion than current numbers. We don't say actual, that's a mistranslation. We say current numbers. Okay, current numbers. Yeah. Well done. That is a very solid essay. I really like that. You're working well on a band 7 here. I don't know what you need, George, but what I like here is that you've very fluently answered the question. Coherence is excellent. Just that line I would change here. And a few things here, you're getting a little bit casual in some of the vocabulary, so watch out that. Don't just repeat benefits, drawbacks, benefits, drawbacks. Tell me what you mean. Otherwise, very good work.